What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I finally have all the parts I need to get the motor back into the car. So that includes motor mounts. Finally got the right clutch. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you can see that I've been waiting on a new clutch for about a month now. But we finally got it in. As I was saying, got the motor mounts from BMR. Alright, so let's just unbox it real quick for you guys. Check it out. Now, it's from BMR, okay? Now compared to the stock one, look at the difference, right? Makes all the difference. Weight, okay? Poly bushings, 100% better. Now, for the clutch. Now, I again went with the exiting clutch. Reason why is because I have a few friends that also have them or run this clutch, and they have not had any issues. So that being said, I went with them myself. That's a stage 2 ceramic, okay, capable of about 580 torque. I'm not too sure about the horsepower, but I got the clutch kit, so it came with the clutch master cylinder, came with obviously the clutch itself, and then the other piece that's under here, and yeah, that's about it. Go figure, wait a whole month for this. But anyway, yeah, you know, before we do any of that, get any of those pieces on, we still need to finish getting this motor ready to get put in. So if you guys didn't know, you can retain factory AC from the 3-valve, so use the same compressor as you were using on your 3-valve motor, which is this one right here, by using a F-150 Gen 150 belt tensioner, AC belt tensioner, as well as an idler pulley, which I am still waiting for. So until that comes in the mail, I can't actually run the AC. But yeah, so it would work just like factory. All right, guys, now before I do any of that, get any of those pieces on, I want to repaint my engine bay. Obviously the same silver, I don't want to go too crazy with it, but I still need to clean it in a few places, move the harness, whatnot. But yeah, so we're most likely gonna do that today. Pretty much got started on scuffing the engine bay. You guys can see it right there, got all the dust and whatnot. Pretty much just using a Scotch-Brite pad, a red one, and for the tougher areas, just a 220 grit sandpaper. And yeah, so I'm pretty much gonna do all this, all that back there, all this right here, and yeah, so hopefully we can just spray it real quick, make it look good again, and yeah. So actually, for the longest time, I noticed that this is kind of messed up and my headlight sags, so I bought a whole new front piece. So what we're gonna do is take off the pinch, or drill out the pinch welds, and pretty much replace this whole entire top piece, just because this is sagging. Yeah, I'm sure I can probably fix it another way, but might as well just put it new. So actually, guys, by the looks of it, I might be able to salvage this piece. So you guys can see it's disconnected here, but if I drill out the spot welds here and behind here, might be able to just grind down, fix it up a little bit, straighten it out, and I might be able to get it in, or get it straight. Guys, quick update on the car. So after a broken spot weld drill bit, a few sawzall blades, a few drill bits, finally broke this all loose from the spot welds, and so I just need a few pieces right here, so, or 2 more spot welds right there, and this whole piece should come off and I should be able to straighten it out. Okay guys, so now that we got that all taken off, we're gonna use some body hammers to try and straighten it out, as well as this piece right here. After that, we're gonna take a grinding wheel, get this all to bare metal, as well as this little piece right here, and we should be good to weld it back on. Okay guys, so we used a hammer and a dolly, so some basic bodywork tools. We got it pretty straight for the most part. I can't really take this kink out, but this whole bottom portion with that kink, as well as that kink that I had right here. Also straightened out this portion, so we should be good to grind it and start trying to get it welded on. What's up, guys? So this will be a continuation of yesterday's video. So today, pretty much gonna forget that whole headlight thing I was doing, and we're gonna focus on getting the motor, transmission mounted, and in the car. Okay, so we've got to get the clutch on, flywheel on, bleed the slave cylinder, and yeah, all that extra stuff. Gonna try and put in the transmission wiring, so that way we don't have to do it later on. And yeah, so let's get to it. So as you guys can see, I got the transmission here, motors here, I got the clutch there and whatnot, whatever I need. And I also just went to AutoZone, picked up some fresh transmission fluid, as well as spark plugs that we can get them on the car before I actually put it in. Just saves me a lot of time. And then I'll do the oil later. However, well, like I said, we're gonna forget that whole project, save it for another day because it's a little bit more than I expected. So we're gonna focus on getting these new motor mounts in and mounting obviously the engine inside the car. That way we can finally get that out of the way and we start doing the wiring and all the other stuff we got to do. So like I said, first and foremost, we're gonna loosely install the engine motor mounts. So these are from BMR. If you guys want it, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. That way you guys can pick some up for yourselves. So these two things right here are actually spacers. So if you want to lower or raise your motor, so you have the option to take this one or both of these off, or leave them on. It's completely up to you. But yeah, so let's get them on. You want to remove your motor first, right? Just kidding. So when I took off the old motor mounts, it's literally just 2 bolts. See, 1, 2. All I'm gonna do is put it here, thread the bolts back in, and I'm good. But like I said, they're loosely installed just so that way I can still move them in case I need to. And then once the motor's actually in, then we can go ahead and tighten everything down. So another thing we're gonna do before we actually install everything, well, the motor and transmission and whatnot, I got some heat tape it's just from Amazon, but the reviews are really good. And right there in the transmission tunnel, it gets pretty hot. You can feel it inside the car, so I figured why not give it a shot, So I'll put some right there inside, maybe right there on the firewall. And yeah, so let's get to it. Okay guys, so now before we mount the trans onto the block, I'm gonna get some fresh fluid into it. So let's go. Alright guys, so finally put the fluid in. Next we're gonna get to spark plugs. Hopefully they're not too tight on there, and they come out pretty easily. So let's get started. I pretty much just went with OEM ones, just because I'm not boosted or anything like that. honestly, sometimes it's better to just run OEM plugs. And yeah, so we're just gonna replace all 8. Might as well. I don't know when the last time these were changed, so might as well do it now.
Got some kick.
Guys, so almost there. Hang in there with me, okay? Now I'm trying to line up the flywheel with the clutch, that way I know where all the bolt holes go. And so I just lined them up. What I'm gonna do next is mark them with the paint marker, that way when I go to put it on separately, I know exactly where they go and how it's oriented. So yeah, it'll save me a lot of time in the long run.